Do you know what truly determines your life? Luck, circumstances, or your own thoughts? Listen to this story. It might change the way you see everything forever. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old woman all by herself near a large banyan tree. She was very old, with silver white hair and a face full of wrinkles carved by time. But there was something unusual about her. Her eyes were always bright, and her smile never faded. Even though life had not been easy, her husband had passed away long ago, and she had no children, she never complained. Everyone in the village loved her, because every time they met her, they felt lighter inside. But that village was not a happy place. People worked hard every day. Sometimes the crops failed, sometimes illness struck. There were days when hope seemed to disappear, and worry was everywhere. One day, a young woman named Radha came to see her. She was crying. "I don't know what to do," she said in despair. "My husband went to the city to find work, but he hasn't sent any money. My children are hungry. I'm so afraid." The old woman looked at her and smiled. Not a careless smile, but one full of understanding. "Sit down, my child," she said gently. "Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Radha wiped her tears. "I think things will get worse. I'm afraid my husband won't find a job. I'm afraid he'll forget about us." The old woman gently shook her head. "You know, when you think bad thoughts, your heart becomes heavier. But if you choose to think good thoughts, you will have the strength to move forward." Radha looked at her, confused. "But how can I think positively when everything is so bad?" The old woman smiled. "Let me tell you a story. There was once a poor man. He had no money, no family, no food. One day, he sat by a river and cried. An old woman passed by and asked him, 'Why are you crying?' He replied, 'I have nothing. How can I be happy?' The old woman smiled and said, 'You have the river, the sunlight, the trees around you. If you only look at what you lack, you will always be miserable. But if you look at what you have, you will find peace." Radha listened silently. "What happened next?" she asked. "That man stopped crying," the old woman said. "He began to see the good things around him, and from that day on, his life slowly began to change." The old woman looked deeply into Radha's eyes, not because of magic, but because he changed the way he thought. There was a moment of silence. Radha whispered, "Can my thoughts really change my life?" The old woman nodded. "If every morning you wake up and say, 'Today will be a good day,' you will find the strength to work, to care for your children, and to wait with hope. But if you only think about what might go wrong, you will make yourself weak." Radha stayed quiet for a moment, then slowly nodded. "I understand. I will try." And from that day on, everything began to change. Every morning, Radha told herself, "Today will be a good day." She worked harder, she took care of her children with all her love, and most importantly, she no longer let fear control her. A few weeks passed. A letter arrived from her husband. He had found a job, and he was sending money home. Radha burst into tears, but this time they were tears of joy. She ran to the old woman's house and shared the news. The old woman simply smiled, as if she had known all along. "You see, my dear," she said softly, "when you think positively, you open the door for good things to enter your life." Slowly, the story spread throughout the village. People began coming to the old woman. They brought their worries, their fears, their questions about life, and she always gave the same answer: "Change your thoughts, and your life will change." Life will always have difficulties. That cannot be avoided. But you can choose how to face them, with fear or with hope. So starting tomorrow, when you wake up, try saying one simple sentence: "Today will be a good day." And who knows, that might be the day your life begins to change.